Today is September 30th, and I thought I would do a little end of season update. And this is a pre-state before I do some cleanup yard work for the start of fall. An exciting thing is just today I went to a little native plant sale and got myself some cool native plants. We have some Douglas iris, some nice big ginger. This one I didn't know, it's called Rosy Pussy Toes, but it's kind of got that cool silvery leaf to it. Got some maidenhair fern, red flowering currant, some trillium, an azalea, and some little inside out flower down here. Oh, and then these two tall containers here are for Columbia lily. So I'm really excited to get those in the ground in different places. In the vegetable garden, things are starting to die back. Powdery mildew is taking over the squashes. I've cut back on watering. The tomatoes are still a lot of green ones, but some down there you can see have been ripening. I have this awesome orb spider right here. Isn't she cool in that web? I've seen her eat a couple of different bugs. I wish it would focus on her. There we go. There she is. Anyway, oops, some native seeds are growing. Charlie's sitting in the sunshine. I haven't watered or mowed the grass in a long time, but I did get my rain barrel system hooked up here, which is exciting. Haven't had a whole lot of rain to catch yet, but it is starting to collect rain as it comes down. Need to start pulling up these sunflowers and stuff. Compost is all filled. I've been harvesting lots of apples that have been dropping and making applesauce, and all the bad parts get put into the compost. But there's still quite a few apples on the trees. Many of them are somewhat buggy, like that guy. It's kind of gross looking, but there are good apples too. I've been watering my woodland bed, and so the overspray has also been watering that corner of grass. But things are going well. The watering has really helped the oxalis kind of start to spread and take off. So it's starting to pop up in a lot of different areas. The deer fern has also liked it. The bunchberry is starting to turn colors for the end of the season. And serviceberry and huckleberry have grown a lot. You can see the second round of serviceberries are ripening, and the inner leaves are starting to go gold on the serviceberry. The heuchera and the spurge have really filled in, but now this area needs a lot of cleanup. Got more seeds. I don't know if I mentioned those. Some more various types of lilies have been planted in these. This I got from a garage sale for $1. I haven't figured out where I'm going to plant it yet. I think it is some type of salvia. It's got those cool calyx, dark calyxes. On to the side yard. It needs a pretty major clean out. It's looking a little bit scraggly. But things are going well. Columbine is still there. The fescues have grown back. Looks like the Oregon Sunshine's doing happy. I need to cut back all these spent bloom heads, but all of this new foliage is pretty fresh. Yep. I don't know what tree this is that's been sending up. I need to dig these out. Relocate this. But you can see the yarrow I've planted has really gotten big. This is all the fall leaves starting to fall in the front yard. The goldenrod is still blooming a little bit, but is mostly bloomed out. I might deadhead that so as not to get seeds everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna try to mow. I have some iris planted down here. Seems to be doing pretty well. Some there, as well as some over here. So, yeah. There are the bushes. Got a fresh downspout in the front. And that's what we're working with. I'm thinking maybe this winter I might try to remove some of the sod and think about how to plant up this area here. But no plans yet. For today it's just going to be raking and mowing. Okay, here we are. I raked, I mowed, and I did a little bit of tidy up in between making applesauce inside. So most of the leaves I just kind of pushed up back behind the rhododendrons. I made sure to leave some area where the iris can peek through. All the oxalis opened up, which is looking nice. And there's some more of the iris. Also, I did a little bit of pruning back. I deadheaded the goldenrod. I made sure not to leave too many leaves down here around the yarrow. And I did a little bit of tidy up in the side yard here. I cut back some of the Oregon Sunshine. I cut off the tall stems. I felt a little bit bad because I know leaving the stems is good for nesting insects, but I also need to be able to maintain it and have it look tidy. And I want to do a little bit more planting, and some of that requires a little bit of bare ground to make sure things are seeded well. So anyway, so I had to do a little bit of tidying, and I did find a little snake that was sheltering under that patch of Oregon Sunshine there. It kind of forms a thick mat, and I saw a little snake tail disappear in there. Yeah, but it feels good to have it cleaned out. I kind of raked back a little bit of the leaves. I'm hoping that just to leave whatever accumulates along the foundation, I'll leave. I'm hoping to plant this area here with some plants this fall once things get a little bit more moist. And I also tidied up the backyard here. Oops, my finger was in front of the camera. I trimmed up the huckleberry just a little bit. Mostly I just mowed the grass, and I deposited some of the raked leaves there behind the apple trees. I also hacked the rosemary back and some of the oregano. I was hoping potentially to get to picking up the vegetable garden, but that's going to be saved for a different day. So yeah, I'm going to be researching about some of these plants. I know the needs of most of them, but once I know exactly where they are going to go, I'll be placing the pots out there until I could get things planted once we get a little bit more rain. So that's the state of things at the very last day of September.